podcast. Perfect. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Morgan McGee. I'm your Superstar Director. I have been with Cincy for 11 years in September, and that is hard to believe. So hard to believe. Before that, I was a dental hygienist, and my husband was in the Army. That's when I started Cincy, had no kids yet. I just knew that, like, working for someone else was not my dream. I knew that eventually when we had kids, I would probably want to be at home with them. So, since he like accidentally fell in my lap and I just kind of ran with it. Like I realized that I loved it. I realized that I loved sharing it. And then I realized that I really loved helping other people be able to do that and like bring in extra income or take their family on vacations or take their husband on a date or just pay a bill or pay for some gas, like all the things that Cincy does for people. I realized really quickly that I loved leading in that way and sharing the business opportunity. So it grew very fast. I grew to director in a year, star director in 2 years, superstar director in 3 years. And it completely has changed me as a person. It has changed everything for us, literally everything. We So that was 2014 when I started Cincy. I came out of my dental hygiene job when I matched my income just a year later and just kept running with it from there on. My husband at the time owned a trucking company and I wanted to be able to like go on the road with him. So I went on the road with him. I worked my business then. We still had no kids. That was for couple of years. And then that was after he got out of the Army in 2015. So I'm trying to trying to backtrack and like tell my whole story because I wanted to let y'all know like I have earned every single incentive trip since I joined. And I want y'all to hear like all the seasons of life I have worked this business through and still been able to earn these trips. And that's because of having a plan in place. If you don't have a plan in place, I'm just going to be honest, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to earn these. So that's why I'm going to go through that with y'all tonight. But to backtrack, so 2015, I got out of the Army. We went on the road, like doing all the over the road trucking thing. It was a hot mess. I was doing Facebook parties over the road, no service. Like back then, it was Facebook parties were like post, 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 and you couldn't schedule. And like then I didn't have service to post things, and it was just, but it worked. Okay, made it work. We would find like random post offices to send mail when I needed to send stuff out. It was a hot mess, but I earned incentive trips and I earned promotions. I can remember laying in the sleeper of my husband's truck, promoting to director, just bawling my eyeballs out because I was so excited. And then so that was for a couple of years. In 2017, I had my first child. He's now 8. And I had him. We were renovating a house was torn halfway apart. We were living in some crazy living conditions, and um I promoted to superstar director that fall right after he was born. And um my husband had had a job change. We soon moved after that to a house that was not torn apart. That was a good lifestyle change for us at the time. I had a baby. I was trying to figure out how to be a mom. I was still leading, running my business. So that's 2018. And then we lived there for a year, moved again. That was 2019. We lived there for a year, moved again. And then 2020 happened. And y'all all know, how has that been 5 years ago? 5 years ago? Um, 2020 happened and I had a 3-year-old and I was growing a business at massive speed. It was huge hyper growth. If any of you, some of you here were around for that, and it was craziness. Nobody knew what to do. We all had to just figure things out. And yeah, had a 3-year-old. That was a horrible year for my mental health, as it was for pretty much everyone. And then 2021, 2022, 2020. I feel like everything after 2020 has just been like a blur. I think 2023 was when we bought our home. No, 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 no. Okay, back up, back up, back up. 2022, we found out we were pregnant again with a complete surprise because we thought we were completely done. So she was a big surprise for us. We then bought a house. Since he bought that house for us, actually, my husband was in the middle of another job change. Like it, anyway. So, since he bought our home, and it was a beautiful home, and we brought our daughter home in that home, and so then I had to adjust to being a mom of two. Um, so through all this, I managed to still earn every single incentive trip. Um, yes, Michelle, I agree. I agree. It was like it was a decade ago, but then it's like, yeah. Um, so then 2024, this is 2025, right? 2024, we decided to pull my son out of public school. Um, so in the midst of all this, I had built an office, like an outdoor office. We bought a building and completely made it into a beautiful office. This was right before I found out I was pregnant with my daughter because my son was in school every day. Like I had all these hours to work. I had like all my independence and everything. So I was like full time working my job. Um, and or working my Scentsy business. And then we got hit with that curveball. So we sold that. We moved out of that house and we bought a house that had a huge office space. So, but then, I had to figure out how to be a mom of two, and all that. So 2024, we pulled my son out of public school because we were over it. We were just over it. I never thought I could homeschool. I was that mom that was like, never, ever, ever, ever. I also thought I'd never have two kids. I also thought I could never live in a 44-foot RV, and here we are. So we thought we needed a huge house and, all the things just because we were having two kids. Well, at the time we did. It worked. It worked, but we pulled my son out of school in 2024. We started trying to figure it out. And then conveniently right after we pulled him out of school, I'm so used to saying homeschool now. Conveniently right after that, my husband got a job offer that was that moves around the country. And so I happen to have a job that can follow him wherever. I can work anywhere. And we had just pulled my son out of school. And so it was like God was like yanking us in this crazy direction that we never thought we would go. We were sick of a $3,000 mortgage anyway. So we were like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's like sell everything we have. We had a 3,000 square foot house with tons of things. Y'all, the relief I felt after selling all of our things and moving into this RV and having such a simple lifestyle now. Like, I don't have to clean a 3,000 square foot house. My husband doesn't have any yard work. It is the best thing ever. And we just enjoy our weekends and we live simply and we travel. We're currently in Illinois. We're from Alabama. We live really close to St. Louis, Missouri. A ton to do around here, which has been fun. But yeah, so my husband does environmental work. He cleans up water or he cleans up dirt and gets all the contaminated crap out of it. That's his job. So once he's done here, we will go wherever they send us next. So it's a fun adventure. You don't have to worry about renting a house, getting all the furniture, doing all the things. You just take your house with you wherever you go. Um, so yeah, I don't know how long we'll do this. We're living in God's plan right now completely, like just letting him lead us. We don't know. Um, things are going really well though with my husband's job and he's moving up pretty quickly, which was very unexpected. So it's like God was just like, y'all need this. And we needed this for, like I said, the last couple years we have needed to make some changes for everyone's mental health and we are finally there and it's been the best thing ever because we finally got to slow down. So yeah, it's been great, but I know I'm just like rambling on about, but I wanted y'all to hear my story. I wanted y'all to hear all the situations I have worked my business successfully through. There's been a lot of there's been a lot of wanting to quit. There's been a lot of, I don't even like my job anymore. There's been a lot of, why am I here? There's been a lot of things, but what has remained the same through all of it is my consistency and just sticking with my systems of things that I need to do and my discipline. Because even when I didn't want to be here, even when I didn't want to show up, even when I was having a hard time in personal life or whatever the case may be, I still showed up. I was consistent and I was disciplined enough to do those things that I didn't want to do in that moment because I knew the bigger picture was what mattered, not my temporary feeling right then. Um, I know where God has me and I know why God has me here, and it's not always enjoyable, but for the most part, it's the best thing ever. I get to be here with my babies. I get to homeschool them. Nobody else is going to raise them. I get to make memories with my kids. I get to work around my husband's schedule, and I get to do whatever the heck I want. Okay. That is what we all want. And I make good money doing it. So, I want that for all of you, and I want y'all to earn these incentive trips because they are seriously amazing. There's nothing like a Cincy incentive trip. You can't experience any of the incentive trip locations the same on your own. Um, they make it beyond special. You get special room drops. You get just there's like no words. They're just so incredible. There's no experience like it. So, um, yeah, there's that. So I am striving if all of you have this printed out, I'm like extra because I'm extra, but it's not extra. It keeps things simpler. I like to laminate mine and I use these expo markers because I don't like to like have a bunch of chicken scratch and mess and like crossing things out. I like to keep mine neat, so I'd rather just be able to erase things. Um, but I wanted to go through the action plan worksheet that I shared with y'all. It's from Canva. You can print it out. Another leader created it. I'm so grateful for her because I used to be in seasons where I could make these, and this is like exactly what I made because it needs to be detailed and you need to be able to track things detail, in detail. So she made this. There was a couple of typos that I think I caught them all and updated them in the Canva template, but I highlighted the trip that or the level that I'm going for. I'm going for level 5, which is a trip for 4 and 2,000 flight credit because I want to take my whole family to Mexico. My kids don't even have a passport yet, so it's time. Need 80,000 points. So you're going to fill that in, and then you can move down to your requirements. So what I love about this is she laid it out in order of things that you can control. We start with that. We always start with that. Um, you get 1 point. If y'all have questions as we go, please ask. And if it's something that's like that I don't have the immediate answer to, it's probably in the FAQs under the incentive tab in your workstation. But I'll do the best I can to help y'all. But okay. Rachel, why are we the same person? I had to print this thing. Yes, I printed it multiple times too, because you know what? I printed it, I laminated it, and then I realized I'd laminated it out of order and I couldn't stand it. So I had to redo it. Well, then I noticed the typo. So then I had to print it again. Well, then I noticed another typo. And so then I printed it again. Like I'm a psycho person, but once it's situated, I have this for 6 months and I love it. Okay. So 1 point for every 1 PRV. So start there because that is what's going to be in your control. So first of all, you know how many points you need. Um, are we all perfectionists here? That's so funny. Um, so what I do is I go off of my previous year's PRV. I always try to beat my last year's PRV. So I have mine set at 4,000 for August, 6,000 for September, 5,000 for October, 4,000 for November. And then it's just naturally usually gonna go down a little bit after that. So I do 3,500 to be on the safe side for December and January. That's my personal sales. I usually can get around 2,000 PRV just from Cincy Club in a month. So take into account how many parties you're willing to have or however you get your PRV, whether it's events, fundraisers, borrow bags, Facebook, whatever kind of parties we're doing nowadays. Yeah, same perfectionist, but ADHD. Girl, I'm telling you, the creatine has like tremendously helped my brain. It's been wild. Anyway. So got those points, you're going to add those up. That's going to give you the amount you're going to get solely from your control. This is all your control. So start with that, get as much as you can there from your personal sales. And then you're going to go to your PRV consistency, which is again also in your control. So you're going to get 1,000 PRV per month. Or sorry, you're going to get 1,500 points when you get 1,000 PRV per month for 5 out of the 6 months. It does not have to be consecutive, just 5 out of the 6 months. So if you're getting more than 1,000 PRV, if you're setting your goal for more than 1,000 PRV, which you should be striving for at least 2,500 PRV because that's where you get 30% commission. If you want to grow a business and you want to earn these, please shoot for a minimum of 2,500 PRV a month. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't short yourself. Don't be doing that. Okay. Start at 2,500. So your PRV consistency, that's going to add another 1,500 points. Active consistency. So if you're 250 PRV, which is active every month of the qualification period, that's another 500. Again, we're all going to be active all the months. Okay. Beyond it. Okay. Next page. Paid at title. I hope this is the next page. It's the order I have it in. So I hope it's the next page. If it's not, it's going to be right now. So paid at title consistency, if you get paid at your starting title or higher every month during the qualification period, so that's going to be your title, not your rank. That's going to be if you're a lead consultant, that's your title. If you have promoted to star consultant, that's your title. If you've promoted to superstar consultant director, whatever your highest title you've promoted to, that is your title, and you have to be paid at that. So you have to have all the requirements on your own, your frontline requirements, active frontline requirements, and your group wholesale volume requirements every single month to get those points. That's 2,000 points. 2,000 points. Activity bonus, get paid at rank for the following titles during the qualification period. So paid at rank is going to be if you are that title of star consultant, for example, and you're getting paid as a lead consultant because you don't quite meet the minimum for the star consultant that month, but you have like an active frontline, you have your 500 PRV, and you have your 1,000 group wholesale. You're going to be paid at lead consultant that month. So that's going to be your rank. So your title's the highest one you've earned. Your rank is the one you're actually being paid at that month. So that would give you however many points each month. So I have all mine written down there and then add that total up. And then sensational start. If you're newer, if this is your first 70 days, then you can earn sensational start during the qualification period and earn thousands of points. Hello. That's awesome. I have that marked out because I can't get that. That is your first 70 days, the award you earn in your first 70 days, and those requirements can be found in the consultant guide. Personal promotions, promote to the following titles for the first time. These are huge, y'all. If you are a certified or lead or star, the points you can earn through promotions, like I remember, I think I was earning a family incentive to Disney World. It was a family incentive that year when I promoted to one of these titles. I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't. Anyway, it was 10,000 points when I promoted to superstar director, and it was like, holy moly. But you can earn anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 points, and those are stackable. So if you're not even certified yet, you can earn the thousands of points through Sensational Start. There's points available if you join this month to earn when you go active. Then you promote to certified, that's another 1,000. Then you promote to lead, that's just sponsoring one team member that's doing this with you and they go active. That's 1,500 stacked on top of that. And then star consultant is just adding one more team member, and then y'all kill it in sales, and then that's another 2,000. Like, it just keeps stacking. Okay, it's awesome. So keep up with that. Make sure you have a plan for what you're going to promote to each month and how you're going to do that, because we don't want to be writing down, planning to promote to star, and we don't even have a way to get there because it's going to be very difficult. Again, if you don't have a detailed plan, you need to be shooting for 2,500 PRV minimum a month. Figure out what that looks like. How are you even going to get that? Who are you going to follow up with? How are you going to meet new customers? How are you going to get referrals? How are you going to network? What fundraisers are you going to do? What events are you going to do? Figure all that out, and then figure out how you're going to grow your team. I will tell you, when I was hardcore growing my business, growing my team, like hardcore trying to get to director, star director, superstar director, I was doing a minimum 2,500 a month, and that was when monthly sales award was 2,000, but I was doing a minimum 2,500 a month because I was shooting for the monthly sales award. I mean, the annual sales award. That's $1,000 cash bonus, by the way. So anyway, I was doing 2,500 a month minimum. I was having at least 30 new conversations about joining every month, plus following up monthly with everyone on my list who was interested in joining. And I was getting those connections from parties, fundraisers, any way I could get them. Okay. I was partying like a mad woman, like doing like 8 to 10 parties a month. So, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's reward links, whether it's you're going live and doing a huge Facebook event once a month and inviting tons of people and letting them have their own shopping link for their friends to come shop at and having all those people come, however you want to do it, but you've got to have a plan for how you're going to get new customers and how you're going to have the PRV and how you're going to have the customer base to have the join conversations with. Because if you don't have a wide customer base, you're going to run out of people to talk to about joining. You're going to run out of people to get into Cincy Club. It's just gonna, you gotta keep it flowing. You gotta keep it flowing. Retreat for, oh, sorry, World Tour. So the next page, World Tour is an event that goes all around the country. So you probably have one that's going to be pretty close to you. You get 500 points for going to that. It's like a mini Cincy family reunion. It's just a 1-day event. Retreat for leaders, if you're a director or above, you get 1,000 points for going to that, which is in New York City, which is really cool because the last retreat for leaders I got to go to was in New York City. And that was when we announced my son's gender. We like put the gender up on the Times Square like screens in the picture. It was really cute. But anyway. Okay, so sponsor and earn sensational start. Okay, so this is going to be your sponsored frontline who join July 1st or after and could earn sensational start. Can we talk about the fact they're giving us a whole month extension? They have never done this. It's always been you had to sponsor starting August 1st through January 31st. They are giving us so many points for things they've never given us points for. This incentive has just blown my mind. But not to mention there's no sponsoring point requirements. Hello. So sponsor and earn sensational start. Anyone you sponsor between July 1st, sorry, I was looking at the other, and January 31st of next year. And you have different points for the different levels. You can earn anywhere from 500 to 2,000 points per person. Keep in mind, each one of those people who promotes to or who earns that is also going to get their points. Okay. So keep that in mind so that you can encourage your teamies to go with you to SFR or to Mexico and y'all can earn this together because it's not just about us, it's about helping them. They're going to get rewarded and we're going to get rewarded for being their sponsor. Sponsor and promote to certified consultant. So this is going to be sponsored frontline who join again July 1st or after, who promote to certified consultant for the first time during that period. So that's going to be, they put in 1,000 lifetime PRV for the first time from the time they joined. So for the first frontline who promotes to certified, you get 1,000 points. The second, you get 1,500 points. The third or more, you get 3,000 points per person after that. That's huge. Huge. So then you're going to make sure you're writing down your total so that you can stay on track with everything. Then we go to previously sponsored promotes to certified. So this is going to be anyone you sponsored before July 1st who promotes to certified consultant for the first time during this period. So you're going to get 250 for each one of them. Frontline promotion to lead. This is anyone in your frontline who promotes to lead. Usually you have to sponsor the person. I think maybe last year they may have did it this way, but for the most part, over the years, you've had to sponsor that person during this period and they have to promote during this period, but it's not. It's anyone you've sponsored that promotes to lead for the first time during the qualification period. You get 3,000 points per person. So if you are carrying these new consultants from brand new to sensational start to certified to lead. Like all these points are stacking on top of each other for them and for you. Frontline reinstatement, who earns 1,000 PRV. They've never done this. Never done this. Reinstated frontline that are coming in between July 1st and January 31st. If they earn 1,000 PRV during that time period also, then you're gonna get 250 points per person. They're just like, it's like they just tried to pull out of their hat everything they could possibly give us points for. So many points opportunities compared to the past. So excited for an all-inclusive incentive trip. Never had an all-inclusive incentive trip. So typically, like, you get your per diem and you get your flight credit or whatever. And then you get like your allowance to cover your trip, but like you could still go over on that, like if you like go and be crazy extravagant, you could still go over, like if you spend over your per diem or whatever. This is like, we don't even have to worry about that. We just go and we enjoy ourselves and we relax. Very excited about that because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted another family incentive to Disney World. And then they announced this, and I was like, okay, that sounds way more relaxing actually than Disney World, because Disney World is not very relaxing when you got two young kids. Um, it's great, but it's not the definition of a relaxing family vacation. So, very excited about it. It's gonna be amazing. There's like theme parks that are also included, and we love that. We love theme parks. We have season passes to Six Flags. We love it. So, um, do y'all have any questions, or does anybody want to unmute or share anything, or share anything that's working for you so far this month? We're already halfway through 10% off month, and then our new catalog starts. Who's excited about the new catalog and fall and winter, all the things they announced? I about died, y'all. I don't know how they outdo it every single year, but they do. And they also have said that they are going to be announcing like new ways every month to get more points toward this incentive. So there's going to be like more challenges. They're going to do, I'm sure they're going to do, because they've done the $9 join special. Y'all, I've stopped calling it join special. I still say it because I'm so used to it, but I've stopped calling it that. The $9 startup. That's what I've been calling it when I talk to people about it, when I share it. I'm tired of the word join. I think everybody else is tired of the word join. So just a little secret I'm sharing with y'all. I've started calling it $9 startup for $9. That's what I call it. And it's going really well. So they've done the $9 startup the last 2 months, and they have put more perks with it this month. So I feel like they might keep it going or like do cooler things. Who knows? But they're killing it right now. So I'm very excited for this fall. It's going to be huge. Yes. I hope they do. I really do hope they do. It's been really cool. And I'm like really trying to reach whole new audiences right now. So the $9 thing, I mean, it's basically no investment. So really cool. Warmer of the month next month. Is that the skulls? I love it. That reminds me, I need to make sure I redid so since we're living in an RV, I am super minimalistic with everything now. My business is in a cabinet. I have to be very careful with what warmers and things I buy and don't buy because I literally don't have space for things. So, and I haven't even subscribed to Scent or Warmer of the Month or anything like that in so long, but I think I have to get that one. I think I have to. It's just so good. It's so good. And look, I forgot to subscribe. So I'm glad you said that because I could have swore I did. I think I have to have it. Even if I realize that I don't have room for it and I just have to sell it to a customer, I need to see it in person. It's so cool. And I have so many host rewards building, like hundreds of dollars, and I don't even know where to start. Like, I want everything on September 1st. So, anybody else have anything you want to add? Any questions? Um, if you need help with this too, if you need help with making a plan, like I know that it's all laid out for you, whatever, but if you just feel like you're like, I don't know. I think I forgot to tell y'all. Did I even say at the beginning on my PRV, I try to beat my previous year? Did I say that? I think I said that. Okay, I do. I try to beat my previous year every year. So that's where I came up with the numbers of for mine. But if you haven't been here for a year and you're just like, I don't know what to do, um, let me know because we can totally make you a plan for like, how many parties you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, that kind of thing. What Cincy Club orders, how you're gonna get new Cincy Clubbers, how much PRV you think you can get from that, all that. Um, so just let me know. Oh yes, yes. That's where you don't ever want to get to. You never want to be stuck. You always want to be growing. So yes. I have found a lot of um I have found a lot of new customers and team members on TikTok since I finally got on TikTok. But I got on there with a niche. I have an RV niche and I've slacked off on it the last month, but up until that, I was getting 1,000 new followers every month. So because I was being consistent, I was sharing a TikTok every single day and I was trying to keep it RV related. And then I started incorporating what I use for fragrance and laundry and cleaning and stuff in the RV. So now my RV audience is wanting um air quads and they're wanting the cleaning, the swipes and stuff like that. So that has been really helpful too. Yes. I mean, that's the key. That's the key is getting getting fragrance, getting the experience in as many hands as possible. Like get out and go places. Go to local everywhere. Like local businesses. We have an RV store right here, but they sell RVs and like RV supplies, but then they own this RV park that we live at. So I'm trying to get stuff in there too to like promote my business. My neighbor, the RV next door, has bought Scentsy from me because she saw my decal. She knew it. You can smell the Scentsy outside the RV anyway, but she saw my decal. So like I'm trying to meet new people as much as I can. Homeschool moms, like when we go to homeschool meetups, we always talk about what we do for work. I always get them following me. Baseball, my son plays baseball. His little friends, I try to get their moms on Facebook and TikTok and whatever. Yeah, don't worry. Like she said, don't worry so much about niche. I never had a niche until we moved into an RV and then I conveniently had one. Other than that, no. But But, girl, it is easy when you don't have kids because you got so much time. You got so much time. Go everywhere. Go everywhere all day. All day. Just go everywhere. Go to every doctor's office, go to every dentist office, go to every vet, go to Vet Stink. Okay, and we have a lot of cute dog things. Um, go to everywhere. Where else is there? Nail salons, hair salons, um, everywhere. Think about what connections you have through your friends too, because your friends have kids, or your friends have grandkids, or your friends have teacher friends, or your friends have coach friends, or your friends have whatever. You have a hairstylist, your friend has a hairstylist, your other friend has a hairstylist, your other friend has a hairstylist, your other friend has a hairstylist. Just think outside the box. You got to think about who you know and who they know. So That's how I grew my business. That and Facebook parties, that's literally how I grew my business. So just stay consistent. Figure out how many people you can meet and keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Keep sharing Scentsy everywhere you go. Anybody have anything else to add? Maybe anybody kidless who has something to add? Kayla, you have anything to add? Because you kill it at networking and meeting new customers and talking to people in person. I'm just saying. You kill it.
What I've been doing is, like you say, opening your mouth. I did an event. I have people come to the house and look at things I have here, just doing bag parties. Just open your mouth and talk to people. And then they love it as much as you do.
Yep. So true. What you need? Do you not you not want him to see you? Where's he at? Oh, yeah. I'm almost done anyway. Do you want to say hi? Started this when you've been doing this since you were a little baby. Hell no, no different. He's the Scentsy Pro guy. Okay. Anybody else have anything that you want to add? It's so true though. Like when I was newer, I was so scared to talk to people. And this business is what has got me out of that. Like I used to be such an introverted, like anxious, awkward. If I wouldn't wear a Scentsy shirt because I didn't want anybody to ask me about it because I didn't know what to say. Like, what do I do? How do I talk to you? Like zero social skills. And I was a cheerleader and I was the co-head cheerleader, but for some reason, like socially, I was so awkward. I don't know. But and it doesn't help too, like when you join a lot of times when you're newer, that people are like weird about what you do. Like people people you don't know aren't weird about it though. It's always the people you do know that are going to be weird about it. And you're like, oh, why is it any different than talking about Starbucks or whatever, just because it's my job. But see, now it's so normal because everybody has affiliate links. Everybody has and that's basically what a party link is. I have so many affiliate links with my health and wellness companies that I love and just different company. Every company just about has that ability to do that now. Like my mushroom coffee that I like, I have an affiliate link for. Um so people having affiliate links with Scentsy or having Scentsy Club, and then they have their referral link for that. There's so many benefits to it, and it's not weird. Like they're just sharing what they love, and then that is the gateway into them becoming a Scentsy Club member or a team member, especially if you have a lot of clubbers who are spending hundreds of dollars. Like if somebody's spending hundreds of dollars in a month, we're gonna have a conversation because they need to be a consultant. Why not? And it's $9 to start up. Why not? Um, so keep that in mind. I think I'm gonna get a few hundred. Yeah, and put some scratch and sniff stickers in there. Here's what I'm going to encourage you to do if you're just handing out anything. If you're handing out samples, if you're handing out catalogs, don't ever just print it out. You can use the wording affiliate link. I don't see why you couldn't. Um, and I love that we're called Scentsy fragrance consultants now. Like that is just, oh, I love it. I love it. But what was I saying? I got distracted. Catalogs. Okay, if you're ever handing out catalogs, samples, whatever, and you're just handing it out blindly, like if you're just leaving it somewhere, you don't know whose hands it's going to get into, I would recommend putting a label on there with a QR code that says something to the I don't even know what word I'm looking for. I'm getting tired. Um, something like scan this to enter my drawing, scan this to get free stuff, something like that, that takes them to like a Jot form or a Google form or something that is going to give you their information, but it's intriguing enough for them to want to give you their information, if that makes sense. Um, you don't want to spend all that money and time on catalogs or whatever you're handing out, especially if you're making samples and handing them out, because that takes time. Um, Always have some sort of call to action to try to get those people actually in your system where you can, talk to them about becoming a customer, or a host or whatever, because you don't want to be wasting all that time. Any more questions? It's gonna be so weird getting new catalogs that are like so light and thin. It's gonna be so weird because they're normally so what do they usually weigh, like 4 or 5 ounces or something like that to mail out, and it's like $18 per catalog? Not really, but it might as well be. Probably will be by next year. So I'm really excited about that too. I don't do many paper catalogs anymore, but I do have like my handful of customers who are that love their in-person catalog, and I love an in-person catalog. Um, but I have like my certain customers, but also I think it's good to have them anyway. They're cheap. Yes, they're cheap. Um, it's good. I think it's good to have them as a visual, especially since they are so cheap now and it's a little bit different than it used to be. Pretty excited about that. All right. Well, it is 9:17, 9:18 now. So I'm gonna let y'all go to sleep or go make your plan. If you have questions or you need detailed help on this, let me know. We can voice message, voice text, whatever, and get it figured out for you. But I'm so excited about this. We can all earn this. We can all earn a level of this. Please don't look at these points and think that you cannot earn this. Again, every single year for 11 years, well, 10 years, because I joined in September. Every single year for 10 years, I have earned every single incentive. I have earned some top tiers. I have earned, I think that was the year that when I promoted to SSD, got the 10,000 points was when I earned a top 50 or whatever it was. Yes, it was because I didn't get to go to it. It was in Africa. It made me real sad because I had just had this one right here. No, I was about to have him. And I wasn't about to be caught having a baby in Africa. So it's like, we're gonna stay home for that one. But um what? Africa, yeah, with all the animals, all the cool animals. But don't look at these points and let that number scare you. Because yes, it is a lot of points, but I will tell you, with a plan, I typically earn these in December. Like the tier I'm going for. Sometimes I go into January. But if you're planning properly and you're planning like you're over, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm seriously getting tired. My brain is like done. But don't don't look at the points and be intimidated. Just make your plan. Typically you're going to end up with more points than you think you're going to have anyway, because you don't know who you're going to sponsor in the next 6 months. You may sponsor a rock star who promotes straight to director. Like, you just don't know. So yes, don't overthink it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being on here. I'm going to post this on YouTube so you can share this with anyone you want to, not just our group. You can share it with anyone. So I'll have that posted probably in the next few minutes if it will hurry up and download to the cloud. But thank y'all for being on, and I will talk to y'all again soon. We will have a call at least in September, if not before then. So I'll let y'all know. But good night, and I'll see y'all next time.